So we have kind of a mini, right? The mini slight bullish divergence. That mini bullish divergence doesn't mean a whole lot until Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the Daily Update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is down about 0.25% there. On the S&P Nasdaq, pretty much flat today. Semiconductors green, Dow red, Russell 2000 transport. These guys are slightly green there. Banks down. Energy made a move with a 3.6% positive on a day like today. Biotech down, healthcare, home builder, utilities. All these guys are red. Looks like retail and emerging market down up a little bit. Bitcoin up, gold, silver, miners made a little move there. Dollar down, oil up, treasury bond down. VIX popped a little bit. Let's do the S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed on. This is where we closed yesterday, and we looks like we actually made a little bit of that pop here on that first hour, as you can see, and then it pretty much deteriorated all throughout the day here. Pretty lethargic, dripping lower type of action. Bears are trying to fill that entirety of that up gap that was opened up in early August, and that you can see we are. It looks like we still have a little bit left there. Just about, 90-95% of that up gap is filled. We still have a little bit left. So it probably better for the bears if they can fill that entirety of the down gap. Keep in mind, extensively, we talked about yesterday that we are dealing with island top reversal down gap, right? You can see that there's up gap. That's a down gap. We gapped over it, and that entire thing over here is an island. We have bears have accumulated several gaps here they're dealing with. So as long as this island gap is remaining open, that purple gap there, things will be active. So buyers, if you're a buyer here and if you're looking for some higher prices desperately, first things first, this down gap must be filled. We're talking 423 or so, currently trading at 412. For the bears, obviously, what we're dealing with right now is that we're that vicinity. You see that rising pivot we've been talking about? That's there, that's here. We did a little bit of a move right there, and that's that vicinity. So I think bears and bulls are kind of threading carefully in this vicinity. This rising pivot does have some weight because this thing going all the way back to end of June. And this is a level where you can see we could potentially see some buyers showing up. Let's check out that oscillator. So here's the thing about this oscillator here. As of now, things can change tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna see, as you can see here, definitely, as I zoom in here, you can see the lower prices here today. And that oscillator is slightly elevated with the crossed state. You can see right here, we've crossed. We're not seeing some big up move like this. We're just kind of very subtly moving up. Obviously, bears are not going to like that. Bears want to see this in whipsawing back down, because if this thing starts to make a move to the upside, that's going to make things hectic for the sellers. So we have kind of a mini, right? The mini slight bullish divergence. That mini bullish divergence doesn't mean a whole lot until we see some sort of pop that can be held and sustained for the first 2 hours of tomorrow morning. And we want to see the oscillator kind of advancing and separating. But as of today, that is slightly favoring the buyers going into tomorrow, only if we can see the pop first 2 hours tomorrow morning. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and glow strength tomorrow.